Stop losing lean muscle, 50, 60 plusers. Let's do some resistance exercises. Now, three topics of great interest to 60 plusers is who went home, who went home on Dancing with the Stars, what's our favorite sports teams doing, and how to stop losing our lean, strong, firm muscle. Well, we can't do much about the first two, but we can definitely stop losing muscle. Now, how do you know if you've been losing muscle? Well, you may feel climbing the stairs and moving around. All that activity takes a little more effort. You may feel your once firm arms and legs are getting a little mushier. And you may feel that's making you feel older. Well, we don't let feeling older happen here. You've got too many happy, fun days ahead. Hi, I'm Kevin, your 70 plus host for our Loving 50 Plus channel. Let's look at a simple program you can do to strengthen your muscles, increase flexibility in your joints, and actually regain lost muscle as well using resistance bands. Now, these resistance bands, they've been popular for many years. My grandmother used to use them, and before that, they were using for rehab purposes. And for anyone who scoffs at their effectiveness, Tom Brady, winner of 7 Super Bowls, the last, I think he was 43 years old, greatest NFL quarterback of all time, used resistance band workouts, both to maintain and improve his strength, flexibility, and durability. Now, resistance bands are available at sporting goods stores and online. Some have handles, some have, they're flat bands. Let's start with the bands with handles. Don't buy the cheapo set, they can snap and break. The good sets have a cord inside the band to help prevent the band from snapping. Now remember what your mother used to say when she found out your dad bought you a Daisy Red Ryder BB gun. Stop that, you'll put an eye out. You try to explain that you're a sheriff in an old western town and you're just getting rid of the ruffians. Well, that logic never worked with your mom. But you don't want your resistance bands snapping. I also like a set with attention to how they're anchored in the snaps and handles. Now here's a couple of examples. Here's the cheapo. Look at how that's just got, they just put a little bit of rubber around there. That's definitely going to snap. There's nothing inside of it, especially when it's worn. Any rough surfaces or darkening on there, it means that they're getting worn. Get rid of them. Don't buy them at the garage sale. I think that's where we got that one. Instead, I like a set with attention to detail. These have got not only a cord inside, but look how they're attached here. Lots safer. Now, they come in different weights. This one, what is this one here? This one's an 8-pounder, but they come in all kinds of different weights, just like dumbbells and barbells. So start with a band which you can easily perform a particular exercise with for 15 reps. We want to focus on correct exercise form first before going on to the heavier bands. First things first, what do? Check with your doctor before starting any new exercise. It's a good time for a checkup, especially if you haven't been there in a while. And why haven't you? Make an appointment with your doctor. Okay, let's get started. Our first exercise is the banded squat. Now, if you've been following us along on our other videos on Loving 50 Plus channel, you've gone over many times our chair squats and our regular squats. Now you get to the point that you can easily do them and there's not a lot of resistance anymore. You do a banded squat. Feet about shoulder width apart, stand on a band comfortably. Get your hands up and easily squat down. 1, 2. Notice I'm not going down all the way. First couple of reps, every time you do anything, partial to see how you're feeling. Then when you get to the point you can do a little more, you go a little lower. But don't press it. Now, our second exercise is the side hip walk. You don't see a lot of these, but I like to do them because there's so much, when we get older, our balance and our strength are in our hip muscles. So I even hold them like this. You walk to one side, walk to the other side. Walk to one side, walk to the other side. So this is a half a rep. Now you got a full rep. Half a rep, full rep each side. Now our third resistance band exercise is the chest press. Works your chest muscles, obviously. We all want a nice firm chest. Now a lot of the systems will have something you can put in your door. So all you do is you open your door, you slide this end through. This will go like on the hinge side where it's nice and strong. You obviously close the door, make sure it's locked so somebody doesn't go through and you both get snapped right in the face with the old elastic band. So you'll have some kind of anchor you can put the band through. You know, for me, I've got my trusty squat rack here. So you take the band, each hand, step forward until you feel some resistance. All right, like that. I feel some resistance. And you're going to press the handles and back. Press the handles and back. And notice they don't go lax in the back at any time. You keep resistance on them. Press them out and back. So what I'm not doing is I'm not pressing up because it uses too much shoulder. I'm using the chest, so I'm pressing out with my chest muscles. Good. Now for our next resistance band exercise, we're going to do shoulder press. You can do these standing. You can also do them seated. Going to do them seated. You grab our trusty, sturdy chair that we seem to use for everything. You're actually going to sit on the band. Hands out to the side, shoulder width or close to it. You're going to press up. 1, up, 2, up, 3, and so on. Your back straight, you should only feel it in your shoulders. If you can't feel it in your shoulders and you're feeling them somewhere else, maybe the band's too heavy. Go back to a lighter band. If it's still, remember that's a small muscle group, the shoulders, so if it's still a little bit too difficult, don't use the bands at first. Press up easily with just your hands. Remember your arms have a weight too. Okay, our next exercise is bicep curls. You need strong arms for everything you do. You're going to stand on the band once again, hands down to the side, knees a little bit bent, take pressure off the lower back, back straight. You're going to curl them up 1 and down, 2 and down, 3 and down, and so on. And if they're too slack on the bottom, you don't have enough tension there, move your feet out a little bit for more tension. Good. Okay, the next resistance band exercise we're going to do are for the triceps, the back of the arms. Now, it's important, obviously, to build strong arms because just about everything else you do, your exercises and a lot of your activities and even your daily back and forth involve your arms. That's one reason. The second reason is a lot of people tell me they've noticed that when you go to wave to their grandkids or kids or whatever, they feel the back of their arms flapping. Well, that's no good. Easy way to fix that is with tricep kickbacks. So stand on your band comfortably, feet shoulder width apart, knees a little bent, take pressure off your lower back, bend forward just a little bit, not much, to keep your lower back safe. Upper arms alongside your body, and you kick it back. These are called tricep kickbacks because you're kicking it back, kicking it back, kicking it back. I feel that like crazy in my triceps. So they're going to firm them up and make them stronger as well. Now that's all the exercises that we're going to do for today. Obviously you can do back exercises and ab exercises and everything else with a good set of resistance bands. But we want something short and sweet that you can do and not have to think, oh, it's going to take me an hour to do all these. So this is the first type of resistance band exercises we'll start with. Let's start with the first set of each exercise with an easy 10 repetitions with the lightest band you have. This one, what was I using here? I was only using 8 pounds. You know, here's a 3-pounder. Here's a 19-pounder, a 23-pounder. So the bottom line is start with the lightest one you've got, and we're going to work up from there. Focus on form first. So the first set, 10 repetitions with the lightest band. Second set, try for 10 to 15 repetitions. Do your exercise sets twice a week. After a couple of weeks, do your first set with the light band, and for the second set, move up to a resistance band size, you know, the next one up or whatever, for 10 to 12 repetitions. When the final couple of repetitions of an exercise becomes easy, try to move up a band. Don't sacrifice form for a heavier resistance band. Okay, great. Enjoy your resistance band exercises, say 2 days a week. Steady improvement, concentrating on your form, and you'll notice strength improving. Hey, That's what you're doing. You're rebuilding your lean muscle. That's what we talked about. Now, I know you're continuing your walking at least 3 days a week and hopefully maybe 5 days a week. It's getting cold and rainy. Find an indoor location, your local mall, the YMCA, health club. Resistance band training is very doable. I'm telling you, done consistency as a feels good, great part of your day, along with your walking, you'll be strong enough to enjoy all the fun activities that come your way.